Guess who's back and better than ever? It's your girl. Let's go. So today we are doing a very natural look. We're gonna have a little bit of a smoky liner with it though, just to give your eyes some pop. So we're starting off with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This is gonna be used as my primer. We like to use a concealer as a primer so then it can cancel out all of the colors of our natural eyelid. And then this will also, look at that difference. And then this will also just make sure that all the colors that we do put on our lid are their true color and not being changed in any way or altered in any way by our veiny eyelids. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm dipping that into a nude shade. This will ensure that we're setting our concealer, so no skipping or no creasing on the actual eyelid. For my next magic trick, I'm going to be using the bronzer that I'll be applying later on, and I'm going to be applying this as my transition shade and really just like a wash of color. Whenever you do any type of natural look, just as a quick tip, you want it to be very cohesive. So whatever you use on your cheeks, apply that to your eyes and it'll make it so much easier and blend so much better. I keep on looking down for no reason other than the fact that I'm watching a Netflix show. It's called Feel Good. Does it make you feel good? Hey, Corn, how you doing, girl? Okay, taking a Natasha Denona mini palette, and I'm grabbing that deeper brown shade, like right there. And we are just applying this again in like a wash of color. You don't need to do any specific blending technique with this. I mean, of course, I'm probably gonna do my little windshield wipers and maybe some circles in there too. But really we're just going back and forth and just creating dimension with this shade. Okay, so now we're gonna add another wash of color. This is just a shimmering nude shade. We're just popping this right in that inner tear duct to blend in with that deeper brown. Just going back and forth. Use your finger for any shimmering shades. It'll really change your life. Okay, next step. I'm taking Twice Baked from Urban Decay. This is a gel pencil. This one's actually brand new. What I'm doing is I'm just melting this right into the top lash line. You do not have to be perfect with this because in a second, you're gonna see that I actually take my ring finger and I blend it into my lash line. See? Boom, bop, beep. Cool. All right, so it's there. Kind of looks like a deeper shadow. You're gonna see that I kind of messed up a little bit by doing that exact thing where I just tapped it into the inner tear duct. We don't want that. We don't want to bring it too far over, but I did. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna fix it. See, we get another nude shimmering shade. We pop it right over top. We get some liquid liner. You don't have to be specific with this. We're also gonna be blending this out, but you can always just use my little trick of just tapping, like you can see here. And we get like a nice sharp line. Yes, this is a natural look, but for people who have light eyes like I do, sometimes your eyes can get lost in a natural look. And now I'm just kind of adjusting my liquid liner. This is the Benefit Roller Liner. Okay, I'm going back in with the Twice Baked, putting it over top of now that liquid liner. So you're gonna see me keep on going back and forth between both the liquid liner and the pencil liner, because natural looks are all about layering until you get that desired effect. And for us right now, we're just trying to do a very nice smoky. I have such a love-hate relationship. I'm just doing mascara right now, but I have such a love-hate relationship with natural looks. I find that sometimes they take a little bit longer than your dramatic look because you're trying to achieve something that you usually have when you're not wearing makeup. Maintain balance in our eyes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the Twice Baked liner to my lower lash line. And basically what this will do is it'll make your eyes pop and it'll create that dimension, as you can see. And then I'm going to be taking that same darker brown shade that we used from the Natasha Denona palette, and I'm also buffing that to my lower lash line. Now it's time for Complexion. This is the Jane Iredale Smooth Bare Primer. I touched on this a little bit in my last video. If you haven't seen it, go watch, subscribe, like, and comment, tell your friends. Basically, your primer is going to be that barrier between your skin and your actual foundation. And speaking of foundation, now we're going to be using the Makeup Forever HD Full Coverage Foundation. I really like to use this one whenever doing natural looks because it will really make sure that it doesn't look too full coverage, but it still looks like your skin. So I'm just applying this in the areas where I need it the most. And yeah, we're just, applying it with a buffing brush. and then just blending that out. Okay, so there I was just showing you how it looks natural, but there's still some imperfections that are coming through the foundation. So instead of doing another layer, I'm going to just grab my concealer and then just spot conceal the areas where I feel as though need more coverage. And I'm using the same blending brush that we used for our foundation. So now we are all completely done with our liquid and cream products. So now, of course, we're doing translucent powder, and then we're going in with our bronzer, the same bronzer, again, that we use on our eyes as a transition shade. You should always be using bronzer, honestly. If you want to maintain any type of dimension or warmth in your face, wow, this show really got me, I guess. Yeah, if you want to maintain any type of warmth or natural look in your face, you always should be applying bronzer. And I'm just putting this on the perimeter of my forehead and on my cheekbones. And that just warms you up, because when you wear a foundation and it's just a foundation, it's literally going to take away all the dimension in your skin. And now I'm applying my blush and my bronzer combo. And then we're going to get started with our brows. So I'm not going to do the usual very specific type of brow look that I usually do. I'm really just making a line on the underneath of my brow, like on the bottom, and then just kind of raking that color through. We don't have to be crazy specific with our brows, unless you want to focus on them, but the focal point for my natural look today is really just my eyes. And then we're going to do the same to the other eye. And then just finishing off this look with On Mute by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a liquid lipstick, and we're not going to be using a gloss with it. We're just going to keep it nice and matte. And yeah, this is the finished look. Honestly, the eyes are super easy. You're using your fingers for most of it to blend it out. And you could have used your fingers for your foundation too if you want to, but I just prefer a brush. So this is going to be the last video before I do another really dramatic look. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please just let me know. Bye.